All right, so hopefully this video is going to look a little bit better than the last one. I've already created this whole video, and as I was going through and editing it, and I noticed like there was a bunch of black bars going, you know, up and down. So I'll show a little bit of the unboxing just so you kind of see it. All right, so got a box here. It's pretty well wrapped. I don't think it's gonna get any water in it. This is something that I know everybody's probably seen at least once, but I have yet to try it. And I've wanted to for quite a while. So we will open this up and see it. But this is basically what we ended up with. So I think everybody's probably already seen a Mako360. You've seen a video on it, seen a buddy that had one. And so nothing too groundbreaking here with the actual product itself. The only thing that I haven't noticed or have seen much information on is how they do the undermount for a Scott steering stabilizer. And so I'm a big believer in Scott steering stabilizers. They've saved me from crashing and burning, going over the handlebars, from hitting trees. You know, it really does, the damping really does slow down the steering to cause you from not going over the handlebars. So anyway, huge fan of those. And so if I was interested in getting this, I definitely want to make sure that stabilizer is going to work. So here's what that looks like, right? So apparently this right here is what you're going to get with the standard Mako360. And then these guys right here, these are the standoffs for the handlebar brackets. I don't really know what these guys. So of course they have to be tall enough to be able to fit the stabilizer, you know. So they go here like this. The stabilizer gets plugged in here. They get bolted in there. Polymers, this guy. Here's your arm, and that's it. So that's really it. I'm still waiting on the stabilizer to come in. I may take my stabilizer off. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Hang on one sec. So here you can see the bolts that believe these would come out, right? And so you're going to mount these into the Mako360, those two brackets that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to pull this off. In fact, the Mako and everything, it's not going to go on this bike. I've actually got other plans for it. So it's been a while since I've recorded a video, obviously, and so made a few changes. And the Mako is going to go on this bike. So I just picked this up maybe about 2 weeks ago. It's a 2023 EX350F. I've got it torn down just so I could put on the handlebars, the Mako360 system. The stabilizer, I'm going to add a Voyager Pro, just a mini, gosh, it's a speedometer essentially, and it's got time and so that way I have that. But it's a stock bike. I've just added the hour meter, a little grab bar here, and it's got a headlamp and a brake light. So I had this converted so I can ride it on road, which really is just going to mean I'm going to be able to ride it on fire roads. I have no intention on riding this on the street unless I really, 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 really have to. So I'm excited. I've ridden a 350 four-stroke before, and I really liked it. Super light, and compared to my 450 KTM XCW, this is so much lighter. It's actually, on paper, it's lighter than my 300, and that actually brings up another, like maybe a series or some videos that I want to point out, is just like the amount of stuff that we end up putting on our motorcycles or dirt bikes. You know, things that creature comforts or blingy stuff, or you know, whatever. It all adds weight, right? And so I'm just curious, like, I'm not going to change anything about, you know, what I put on the bike. I'm going to put the parts on that I want for this bike, for this, you know, what I'm going to ride it for. I'm just curious how much weight that's going to be. And so what I'm going to do is, like for the Mako360, I've already done it, but we're going to measure the Mako360 system and compare it to the mounting brackets of the stock system. The same thing with the handlebars, the same thing with, you know, we put on a skid plate, steering stabilizer, all those things, just, you know, they do add up. And so I'm just kind of curious, whenever we start adding these parts, you know, what does that weight look like on that bike? And so anyway, that's going to be coming up here pretty soon, but probably the next video I'll have at least the Mako360 put on. I don't know about the steering stabilizer, we'll see, but yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys.